Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and welcome to another Vanguard Zero video. We have just got ourselves 32 packs of Divine Dragon Apocrypha, whatever that means. I don't think that's even a word. But the reason we got 32 of it is because 32 is all we need to get ourselves a Zeroith Dragon. So we're going to go open these packs and then we're going to get ourselves a lovely, happy Zeroith Dragon before the end of terms of service. So let's go and do that right now. And we're going to get the Royal Paladin, Ultima Dragon. Of course, can be used in other things other than Royal Paladin, but that's what we're going to use it for. And it's going to be used in both our Blaster Blade deck and our Altmail deck. So we're just going to open 32 of these with reckless abandon. I'm also just going to skip through these, I think. We'll maybe open the last two. Oh, that's very cool. We got ourselves an SP Dragfall Luard, which is very, very cool. And we also got ourselves a SP Perfect Guard for Neo Nectar. At least I think it's SP. Maybe it's not. I just thought it had animation on it. It does say new on it, so I thought that it was... I thought that because it was new that it was SP, but no, it was not. It just happens to be one that we've not pulled before. Out of all the packs we've opened of this. There we go, we've got 10, which brings us up to 128. This will bring us up to 138. Once again, we're going to skip this. So this time we've got ourselves a SP Chariot. It's very nice to see that we're getting all of the SPs. And we've got two regular Chronojet Z's. We have two of it in SP, and one of it in regular triple rare, and one of it in all art. That was the four that I was using. And here is the Pulsar Proceed Sheep, which we've only got 3 of. Unfortunately, it's not that fantastic. Yeah, it's really not fantastic. If it wasn't Card Blast, or if it did something other than just draw one, maybe it'd be good. We've also got ourselves an SP of Septgal, which is largely pointless. Just going to open another 10 of these, and then the last two we will open properly, just to show what the animation looks like. So we got a GR this time. We got the Genesis Dragon Integral Messiah, which is one of the decks that I never bothered to build, the Messiah deck. And this is for Glendios, the Omega Fall Glendios, which is a very, very strong card if you play Glendios. We also got ourselves our playset of Blue Asha, and we got a second of the Cecilia Stride. We've also got an SP of the Musketeer Perfect Guard as well. And now we've got only 2 packs left to go, which we are going to open properly. That'll bring us up to 150, which means that we can get that happy, beloved Zeroith Dragon that I've been wanting for oh so long. So it's yellow, which means that we should get a double rare from this. And there we go. There's an SP, which is very, very lovely for our Dominate deck. And this is a very, very required double rare from the Dominate deck, so that's quite cool to see. And we've got another 2 double rares there in fact as well. These ones we don't need, we already had more than 4 copies of each one, but having this in SP is very, very cool. It's the first one of it we've had in SP. There you can see what some of the SP animation on these cards are absolutely fantastic. And it's a real shame that this game is going into the end of service, just because those cards will just become nothing more than dust, a vagrant memory. But for the time being, for the last 6 weeks we have to play this game until the end of June. It is currently, as of recording, the 13th of May. So we have just over a month and a half left of playing the game before the servers will shut down for good. But in that time, we can still go to the item exchange and get ourselves a Zeroith Dragon once it loads. And the one that we are most certainly going for is going to be this one. It's also going to give us the emblem set as well. So there is the little emblem set that we're going to get from it. As you can see there, Volume 2, Zeroith Dragon medal. And this is the lovely... Now you can't click on the image just yet, but we will be able to in just a moment. As we get this. And the items have now been exchanged. And that is him. He says now remaining 0. But we can also get this once it allows me to click on it. In our achievements, we have opened 150 of these Divine Dragon Apocria. So we get that. And we also get 10 of the playmat medals, which is enough to get any of the playmats, the playmat volume 13, from that particular point, from that particular set. So let's take a quick look at those as well. Now we can't get the Zeroith Dragon playmats because those also cost Zeroith tokens. And it is in this one. So there you go, you can see the ones that you can get. So you can get yourself a Happy Dragfall Luard, which is probably the one I'm going to go for, a God Bishop Gastile, and Blue Wave Marshal Velios. And you can also get yourself just 5 Omni playmat medals if there's none of those that you particularly feel are of great interest to you. But I think we're going to go for a Dragfall Luard. And there we go, that is that one taken care of. And I think once we open another 150 packs, if I should so bother, then it'll give us another 10 of these that we can swap in for one of these two if I so cared, which I do not. But now let us go into our deck. As Noah swaps from being evil to being the original version. And a completely different voice actor, I think. If it is the same voice actor, it's a really good voice actor. And let's go into Blasterblade Exceed. And we're going to build the deck. And we're going to look at our strides, because one of these is going to have to come out. I was about to say, am I not using Fiddies? And then I remembered that, no, this is for the Brave deck, this is a completely different one, and also you have to have an Atma Heart. So, no, of course we wouldn't be using that in this. And there he is in all of his glory. There is our big, shiny, white dragon with his big sword and his big wings. There's the Zeroith Dragon of Zenith Peak Ultima, and it just says Zenith Peak underneath. That's his description. So, which one will we take out of the deck is the question. I feel like I don't ever use this. I mean, I guess it's a fine opening move, but I just think that this is better. I guess it gives you the Blast Blade if you don't have it. That's when you require the Persona Blast. I think it's this. I don't think I ever see myself doing this twice. So you are coming out, and the big Zeroith Dragon. Oh, he goes in after the Harmonics Messiah. That is very, very cool to see. So of course with the Ultimate Stride, you can only do it when you have 3 or more face-up cards in your G-Zone, and your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater. I don't know how you do that without being grade 3 or greater. Not unless you are hit with the fire, the Zeroith Dragon, which retires your Vanguard, and then you ride the card with the highest grade from your hand. So you have to discard a card with the same name as your Vanguard. That's what Ultimate Stride does. And yeah, I don't know why it's got all of that additional text there. It really doesn't need it because that's all that's required. But there you go. When placed, Card Blast 2 to draw any 4 cards from your deck, call 2 of them, and put the rest of the deck on top of your deck in any order, and all of your units get your trigger effects until the end of the turn. So what you want to do is you want to set 2 critical triggers on top of your deck, and then call any 2, whatever you want, 2 grade 2s, 2 grade 1s, whatever you need. And then when Ultima attacks, he's going to give the crits to everything on your field as well, and it's going to make everything, like, basically your opponent needs to guard every single attack. Otherwise, they're just going to lose, because everything's going to have 3 critical, at least. And potentially 4 critical if you just top deck a crit yourself. And there we go, that is what is going to go into that deck there. This is our happy little Blaster Blade deck, as you can see. Always playing the 1 Gancelot because it's your best 4th or your best 5th grade 3 after your 4 Blaster Blade Exceeds. Then we've got your multiple Blaster Blades, all the different artworks, all the different rarities you've had of Blaster Blade over the time in Vanguard Zero. Our 2 Blaster Blade Spirits, of course, our 3 Trumpeters, just to call out either Blaster Blades or Lou. And then we have our 4 Wingal Youth, our 1 of Swordsman Light. The only reason we're playing this is because it has the word resist on it. Our 4 Blaster Friend Bartgal, and of course our 4 Spring Maiden Perfect Guards, along with our Wingal Brave, which now has the added effect that it's no longer Card Blast. You just put it into Soul in order to activate its effect. But there we go, that is it for this little video, folks. Yes, I would like to save. I really hope that you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, then please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these happy little videos go out. My voice is slowly fading me, but that is it for this video, folks. We will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.